Dating in your 30s is so weird because it's always, what do you do for fun? I don't know. I really don't. I work. I take care of my kids. I go home. I mean, I don't know. What is fun? Like, fun to me probably sounds like sitting in peace and quiet, relaxing for a few minutes, not hearing mama for about 10 minutes. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a life outside of being a mom right now. I don't know what fun is.
Okay, my recently post-wall Colleen, let me explain to you what dating in your 30s is. Exactly as you mentioned it. When you said, I don't know what dating in my 30s is, hearing the word mommy every 5 minutes, you kind of explained to everybody exactly what it is with that line alone. What it is, you're looking for a replacement for that full-time father figure that isn't around anymore. For XYZ reason. AKA, you're looking for a stepdad to come in and help you with your situation. There's no shame in admitting that dating as a single mom, you're looking for help. You can get sugarcoated saying that you're looking for love, but somehow, I don't think that's the ultimate objective at this point. If you don't believe me, go to your local store and see how much fruit snacks are costing now.
How dare you?
Before we move on, I want to bring attention to the fact that 79% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels, and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
Because one thing about me, I'm going to choose me and my bag over that man any day. Especially little dusty toxic. Y'all get into a relationship with women and then y'all want them to chase you. Where are we going? Why am I chasing you? We already in a relationship. Because money be doing me well. Like, money does me so good. It be taking me out on trips. It be paying my bills. It be buying me whatever I want. Like, without hesitation. You know? And then y'all get into relationships and y'all want people to chase y'all for what again? What's the benefit? I don't think the bare minimum is worth it. I don't think the bare minimum is worth it. Very mid performance, mediocre at best. I don't think it's worth it. Stop getting in a relationship with women and expecting them to chase you. If she got to fight for your attention and she's supposed to be your girlfriend, your woman, you deserve to be done dirty.
All right, Colleen, let me get this straight. Because money's good now, you shouldn't go for the minimum. You deserve the maximum. How exactly does that translate into this little thing called reality? Have you looked in the mirror? Let me tell you something, Queen. Most men don't care about your money. If you're making good money now, good for you. Applause. Great. You're going out there and you're slaying it. You're killing it. For now, there's this thing called life, and it has major events. One of them being that wall that you smashed through. That's just one of them. Another one is money's not always going to be good. Men know this. There are years that you're going to have a lot of money. You're going to have a great job. And you know what? Life happens. And then money is a problem. Money becomes tight. And that's when it's good to have a man to help you cut down on those things. To make sure that you don't have to spend money on XYZ things. That's neither here nor there. The reality is that if we leave the tangible thing that's called money out of the picture and just go off of this other reality that's called SMV, yours is pretty low. You can't pull in a high man. This is why you have this attitude like, well, I'm making good money. What good is a man? What is good is a Dusty? Honey, when it comes to the dating scales, a Dusty is at your SMV level. But you keep munching on those french fries and keep talking that good game. It's not like you're ever going to get fired or anything, right?
Squeeze me? Oh, no, you did.
Moving on.
Gentlemen, please do not let feminism, social media tell you or make you think that we don't need you. Trust me, women are craving masculinity. They're craving men. We need you. We just want to come home and go to sleep on your chest. We just need to wake up next to you knowing that you're there. We just need to be able to call you when we're having a weird day, bad day. You're the only one we want to call. I'm going to call my man about that. Let me see what my man says. Let me ask my man. We need you. Do not let feminism make you believe that you are not wanted. It is far from the truth, as women are all lying to themselves. Trust me. We need you. So you can't give up. You've got to go after your goals and your purpose, because we need you to feel good about yourself. And you need to let us in. You need to be vulnerable enough to let us into that little heart there, that thing there. We need to get in there. We want to just get in, okay? We want to all get in there. So you need to let us. But do not be fooled. Men, we need you.
All right, Corinne, let me make this real clear. Men know that women need them. Men know that women crave masculinity. Men know that the womanists and the extremists always come out with these incredible, empowering, you don't need no man tropes, and they go off on a tear speaking about how women can do anything that men can do, which is not based on reality. We already know this. Now, the point that you're missing here is that most men in today's dating market are thinking a few things. The first thing that they're thinking is that you say that you need men. A lot of men are thinking, well, I don't need women. Especially men who have been married before and get divorced and have been deeply hurt. They're going to go into that mentality. They're going to think, I don't need a woman. I would like to have you around, but I don't need to have you around. Another thing about it is, in you saying, men, you need to let women into that part of your heart, let them into that secret portion so they can help out. Well, first of all, most men don't think that they're going to help out. Second of all, it's going to be really hard with men who have actually let other women into that part of their lives and then have been hurt deeply. And from that point on, it's no longer about propaganda. It's no longer about some kind of message. It's no longer about social media. It's about their reality. Especially when men get dragged through the circus of divorce court and they find out the hard way that the system really is rigged against them. They get hurt not just emotionally, but also financially. They lose access to their children, they lose half their assets, and then they're given a bill for alimony as what many men will see as a form of indentured servitude. Colleen, trust me, I know your message is positive, saying that not to fall for it, but I'm sorry. At this point, it's a minefield. I mean, how would you like it if men told women, hey, you want to be with me? Walk through this minefield. You have like a 50-50 chance of you stepping on a mine and getting blown to pieces. You think men were crazy? Well, that's what you're asking of men right now. Moving on.
So my client the other day was like, oh, I have someone in mind for you. I think you should meet them. I think you guys would be a great couple. And I'm like, hey, first off, I don't want a relationship. The last man destroyed me. Second, what? And she said, yes, he looks like Russell Crowe. And I'm like, okay, is it like A Beautiful Mind Russell Crowe? Is it Gladiator Russell Crowe? Or is it Sleeping Dogs Russell Crowe? Very different Russell Crowes. And also, Russell Crowe is 60. Now, I don't have a thing with age, but my mom is 60. And I'm a wee baby child at 40. And I don't know about 60-year-old stuff. So she's like, yeah, but you guys would get along great. You just can't talk about politics. And I said, I'm sorry, what? And she's like, yeah, so you're kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. And I said, oh, is he a MAGA person? And she's like, yeah, so you just can't talk about politics. I'm like, who has a relationship and they can't discuss politics? And she also said, well, he has money. And I'm like, and I don't care if he has money.
All right, sister, let me start off with the obvious. You're complaining that the guy looks like Russell Crowe, but he is 60. Sweetie, have you looked in the mirror? If you can get a Russell Crowe level of guy, don't try to put an age label on it. Just be happy with it. And on top of that, he's loaded. You can get a date with a 60-year-old Russell Crowe who's got money. Think of it this way. Would a 60-year-old Russell Crowe look at you and think, oh, wow, I can get a date with her? I mean, sweetheart, the prize is not you. You can try to wordplay the age 40 all you want, but guess what? You're not some young kid. That wall smashing came and went a long time ago. And guess what? It doesn't have an extended warranty on it. You can look at every brick you smash into it. It doesn't have that Kia 100,000 mile warranty on it. But in most Queen cases, 100,000 miles wouldn't even cover the first 5 years. The point being is that women and men both have to compromise when it comes to relationships. You're not going to find the perfect man pre-built coming through the door who's going to accept you exactly how you are. Guess what? It doesn't work that way. Let's say you do find a 40-year-old Russell Crowe who's loaded. Why should he compromise for you? Newsflash, you're both imperfect. Men are very conscious of their SMV. They know where they stand. Some men say, I'm not 6 feet tall. Some may say, I'm not that handsome. Some men say, I don't have the greatest personality on earth. Men have to live with their flaws on the daily, and they have to learn how to navigate that. Hence why they compromise on women. Women, especially pre-assembled cougars like this one, somehow, someway believe that they need to be accepted the way they are because they're special. Sweetheart, there's not one wrinkle on you that's special. There's not one piece of that fake drip on you that makes you look like a Kardashian. You are as flawed as everybody else out there. So to talk about, oh wow, his age and his political beliefs. I could never effing do that. Okay, do you realize that doing that, you've cut out the bulk of the men that you're probably attracted to? Your dating pool, which is already a puddle, you just cut it down to about a half a cup of water.
Not fair!
You say that so often. Wonder what your basis for comparison is.
But let's hear what else this queen has to say.
She's like, well, just don't talk about it because he has money. And I'm like, what the I was like, I can't. I said, you really expect me to date someone and not be able to talk about politics? And she's like, yeah, you just don't talk about it. And I said, who in their right mind thinks that it's okay to not discuss a huge thing? There's so many things on the political spectrum right now that are just vile on the MAGA side, and you don't want me to say anything about it? I said, I don't think you know me very well at all. And if a person is not capable of having facts and evidence explained to them and then shifting their mindset and saying, okay, I see the point now, I see the facts, I see the evidence, I'm able to shift my opinion, then why would you want to even have a conversation with them, let alone date them? And it was just a very odd thing, but she was very insistent. I just need to not talk about politics. And I said, I can't disagree with someone on basic fundamental human rights issues and think that they're a good person. And she's like, yeah, you're right. It's probably not going to work out. I said, yeah, we'll disregard the whole 60-year-old thing because I'm only 40. But yeah, it's not going to work out for me. It's a no for me. It's a no.
You know, Colleen, when you said that a person is not capable of having facts and evidence presented to them so they can change their minds, why don't you stop right there and go back to the beginning of your video and watch it again? Because you kind of described yourself. I mean, seriously, anyone who's been on this channel for more than a minute knows that I do not like to talk about politics. I avoid that like the plague, except when someone makes a video forcing politics into a relationship discussion. And this is very important to say. I already said that you have to compromise. Every aspect of the relationship has to find a compromise. Guess what, sister? That includes political discussions. I'm not saying that you have to applaud him every freaking time. I'm just saying that you started off quickly by calling the other end of the spectrum vile or whatever derogatory term you want to say, and then say that you can never be with that. Okay, well, you know what you're going to be with, honey? Soy boys. You're going to get the wishy-washy guys that so many women like you make videos complaining about. Because you always describe a guy who's stoic, who's strong, who's whatever. Guess what? Almost always, that's on that other side of that political spectrum. There's a reason for it, right? Birds of a feather. What can I say? Okay, ladies, consider what I'm about to say. Think of it this way. Don't you think that men already know that when they start dating a woman, there is a high probability that they're not going to click politically? Men know this. And what do men do? Okay, well, you know what? In a relationship, you have to compromise. And men will say, I'm willing to sit down and talk with them. But if you're going to be an extremist like this one, starting off, it's my way or the highway. Well, there's a highway, sister. I hope you have enough gas money to take you all the way to retirement. The point is, sister, that you're showing very clearly at your so-called baby age of 40 that you have become the man that you are interested in. If you make money, hey, fine, I applaud you. If you think that you deserve the top tier kind of guy, hey, go out there, get a Chad. He'll rail you, spend your money, and then dump you. I'm pretty sure you're not the first one to think that because you have money, you can get any guy you want. In fact, that's been the disastrous recipe for womanism for the last 30 years. But somehow, you're going to get the secret sauce this time, right? But you know the old saying about snips and snails and puppy dog tails? I believe that your secret sauce is cat hair and empty boxes of wine.
Fatality.
Flawless victory.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.